Hey there, let's have a real talk today. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, do I truly love myself? Not in a superficial way, not in an I like how I look today way, but in a deep, unshakable, unconditional way. We hear the phrase self love everywhere these days. Social media is full of quotes like love yourself first and you can't pour from an empty cup. But let's be honest, how many of us actually practice it? How many of us truly understand what it means? The truth is, self love is not just a buzzword. It is not just about bubble baths, spa days, or treating yourself to a fancy meal. It is about the relationship you have with yourself every single day. And believe me, this relationship is the most important one of your life. We grow up believing that love comes from outside, family, friends, relationships, achievements, but the greatest love story of all time, that one starts the day you choose to love yourself. And that is what we are going to talk about today. Let's start with this. Have you ever have been in a situation where you constantly sought approval from others? Maybe you felt like you were not good enough unless someone else told you that you were. Maybe you changed parts of yourself just to fit in. Maybe you have stayed in toxic relationships or friendships because you were afraid of being alone. If any of that sounds familiar, let me tell you something, you are not alone. We have all been there. Society has conditioned us to believe that our worth depends on external validation, that we need to look a certain way, achieve certain things, or be loved by someone else in order to feel complete. But here is the reality check. Until you love yourself, no amount of external love will ever be enough. No relationship, no amount of likes on Instagram, no compliments will fill the void if you don't believe in your own worth. And you know what is even crazier? When you don't love yourself, you start accepting less than you deserve. You tolerate bad behavior, you settle for relationships that drain you, you keep chasing things that were never meant for you in the first place. But when you choose self-love, everything changes. You start making choices that align with your happiness. You stop seeking validation from people who don't matter. You walk away from what no longer serves you. You start living life on your own terms. Let's break it down. Loving yourself does not mean being arrogant or thinking you are perfect. It doesn't mean ignoring your flaws or acting like you are better than everyone else. It means accepting yourself fully. Your strengths, your weaknesses, your mistakes, your quirks, your past, everything. It means treating yourself with the same kindness and respect that you offer to others. Think about this. If your best friend came to you feeling down, would you tell them, yeah, you are right, you are failure? No. You would encourage them, remind them of their worth, tell them they are amazing. So why do we talk to ourselves so harshly? Why do we call ourselves stupid, ugly, not good enough? Would you ever say those things to someone you love? Then why do you say them to yourself? Loving yourself means changing that inner dialogue. It means replacing self-criticism with self-compassion. It means becoming your own biggest supporter, not your worst enemy. Here is what self-love looks like in actions. Forgiving yourself for past mistakes. You are human. You are allowed to mess up. Setting boundaries. If someone treats you poorly, you walk away. Take care of your body and mind. Nourish yourself, rest, exercise, prioritize mental health, allowing yourself to feel. Stop bottling up emotions. Feel them, process them, let them go. Chasing your dreams. Stop waiting for permission. You deserve to go after what makes you happy. Let's be real, self-love is not easy. If it were, everyone would be doing it effortlessly. It is not a one-time decision, it is a daily practice. Some days it is easy to love yourself, other days it feels impossible. There will be moments when self-doubt creeps in, days when you feel like you are not good enough, days when you compare yourself to others and feel like you are falling behind. And let's not forget, social media makes it 10 times harder. We scroll through highlight reels of people with perfect lives, forgetting that it is all curated. Nobody is posting their bad days, nobody is showing their insecurities, and yet we compare our real lives to someone else's filtered version. The key is to remember this: your journey is yours, it is unique. Stop measuring your worth based on someone else's timeline. The only person you need to compete with is who you were yesterday. Okay, so how do we actually practice self-love? How do we turn it from an idea into a way of life? Here are few powerful steps. First, talk to yourself with kindness. Pay attention to your self-talk. Are you constantly criticizing yourself? If you wouldn't say it to a loved one, don't say it to yourself. Replace negative thoughts with affirmations like I am enough, I deserve love and respect, I am worthy of happiness. Second, stop seeking validation from others. Your worth is not tied to other people's opinions. You don't need approval to be valuable. Start validating yourself instead. Third, take care of your mind and body. Eat food that make you feel good, move your body in ways you enjoy, rest when you need it, prioritize your mental health, therapy, journaling, meditation, whatever works for you. Fourth, set boundaries. If someone is constantly making you feel drained, it is okay to distance yourself. Protect your energy. Fifth, embrace your flaws. Perfection doesn't exist. Your imperfections make you unique. Own them. Sixth, do what makes you happy. Stop living for others. Find what makes you happy and do more of that. Life is too short to live by someone else's rule, okay? Then what happens when you truly love yourself? Here is the magic part. Once you start loving yourself, everything else starts falling into place. You stop chasing people who don't appreciate you. You start attracting better relationships, friendships, and opportunities. You radiate confidence not because you are perfect, but because you are comfortable in your own skin. You stop fearing failure because you realize that mistakes don't define you. And most importantly, you become truly happy. Not because of external things, but because you have found peace within yourself. That is the power of self-love. So, if you are waiting for the greatest love story of your life, stop looking outside, honey. The most beautiful, fulfilling, and powerful love story starts when you finally choose to love yourself. It is not always easy, I know. Some days will be tough, but keep choosing yourself over and over again. Keep being kind to yourself, keep showing up for yourself, because when you love yourself, you become unstoppable. And that, my friend, is the love story that lasts forever. Take a deep breath and say it out loud. I am enough, I am worthy, I love myself. And now, go live like you believe it, okay?